Everything you know about how a python kills is wrong. You have been told they crush bones, suffocate their prey, squeeze until nothing breathes. This is one of the most widely repeated false facts in wildlife biology today. Scientists confirmed the actual mechanism only recently, and it is far more terrifying than suffocation. The African rock python does not wait for you to stop breathing, it stops your heart. Constriction does not compress the lungs, it compresses every major blood vessel simultaneously. The pressure spikes the blood pressure in the head while cutting off flow to the heart. Within seconds, the cardiovascular system fails catastrophically, cardiac arrest, not asphyxiation. The prey does not slowly run out of air, it simply stops pumping blood entirely. This distinction matters because it means death arrives far faster than anyone previously believed. A large African rock python can induce cardiac arrest in a full-grown impala in under 60 seconds. The constriction does not even need to be tight, it only needs to be perfectly placed. One coil across the chest cavity is enough to interrupt the hydraulic system, keeping the heart running. This is not a blunt weapon, it is surgical pressure applied by 4 meters of living muscle. The African rock python is the largest snake on the continent, up to 6 meters in length. It can weigh over 90 kilograms, more than most adult human males standing in the grass. And yet it moves with a silence that makes large predators seem like construction vehicles in comparison. A 6-meter python crossing dry leaves in the bush makes less noise than a gecko walking. The scales on its belly are not smooth. They are ridged microstructures engineered for vibration absorption. Each scale edge is angled to grip surface irregularities while distributing weight so evenly that noise disappears. The ambush begins not with movement, but with a decision made days or weeks in advance. The python selects a position based on animal trail analysis, interpreting tracks, scent deposits, and behavioral patterns. It identifies which animals use which paths at which times based on evidence accumulated over many visits. Then it coils at the precise position where the path narrows and reaction time is shortest. It lowers its metabolic rate to near zero and becomes indistinguishable from a fallen log or root cluster. Its heat-sensing pit organs, lined along the jaw, map every warm-blooded object within 5 meters. These organs detect temperature differences of 0.3 degrees Celsius, smaller than the margin of a thermometer. In total darkness, the python builds a 3-dimensional thermal map of everything moving around it constantly. It knows the size of the animal, the speed of approach, the likely contact point, and the angle of strike. The ambush is not reactive. It is pre-computed before the prey comes within striking distance. When the moment arrives, the strike covers 2 meters in under 1/10 of a second. The jaws impact first, curved backward-pointing teeth anchor immediately and prevent any reverse movement. The coil begins before the prey even registers pain from the initial bite wound in its skin. Within 3 seconds, the coils are fully deployed, the cardiac shutdown mechanism is already running. The prey may still be standing, may still be blinking, but the outcome is already biologically determined. This efficiency is not the product of aggression or hunger, it is the product of absolute patience. A python that has eaten recently will pass up prey worth hundreds of calories without any reaction. It is not opportunistic, it is strategic, hunting only when energetic investment justifies the potential return. After a large meal, an African rock python may not hunt again for 6 weeks or more. During that time, it enters a state of such deep metabolic slowdown that it barely needs oxygen. Its heart rate drops to near nothing. Its body temperature matches its surroundings perfectly. It digests in slow motion, stomach acid dissolving bone and horn as efficiently as an industrial process. The skull of a python contains 6 independent bones that can move relative to each other simultaneously. This kinetic skull allows it to swallow prey 4 times wider than its own resting head diameter. The swallowing process itself is powered by the ribcage. The ribs walk forward alternately, like bipedal legs. Watching a python swallow is watching a mechanism so elegantly engineered it seems impossible for biology to produce. Young pythons hatch already knowing how to constrict. The algorithm is pre-installed at birth without teaching. But they refine their ambush geometry through individual experience accumulated over their first years of independent hunting. A wild African rock python live over 30 years, accumulating 3 decades of hunting intelligence. The oldest and largest individuals have learned prey circuits, seasonal patterns, and competitor territories across vast ranges. They are not just animals operating on instinct, they are experienced, intelligent, and shockingly adaptable hunters. The bush you are walking past on an African trail right now may contain one watching you. Its pit organs have already registered your body temperature, your speed, and your approximate body mass completely. It has already calculated whether the energetic return of attacking you justifies breaking its carefully maintained cover. In almost every case, it decides you are not worth it, and you never know it was there. This is the python's greatest evolutionary achievement, not its strength, not its size, not even its patience. It is the ability to be completely present in an environment while remaining completely invisible to that environment. 6 meters of predator, 90 kilograms of ambition, and you walked right past it without knowing. That is not a snake hiding in the bush, that is a master of the invisible world. And somewhere in Africa right now, one is coiled and waiting, and the prey does not know yet.